Hello friends, myself Triveni, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry at Raghavendra Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Raipur, Autonomous, Anantapur. Now I am going to explain general anesthetic agents. Don't pause the video, watch from first to end to know the maximum information. The contents present in this video are introduction to the general anesthetic agents, classification of the general anesthetic agents, along with their structures and IUPAC names. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel, like and share to your friends. Coming to the introduction part of the general anesthetic agents. First of all, what is anesthesia? In a simple words, anesthesia means lack of feeling. Actually, the word derived from the Greek. It is an irreplaceable adjunct in modern surgery. In a simple definition, anesthesia is a reversible condition of the comfort and quiescence. That means it is in a state of whiteness or inactivity for a patient within the physiological limit before, during and after performance of the procedure or any surgery. General anesthesia means for a surgical procedure to render the patient unaware and responsive to the painful stimuli. General anesthetics are the agents that produce reversible loss of consciousness throughout the body. General anesthesia is a medically induced coma with loss of protective reflexes resulting from the administration of one or more general anesthetic agents. Drugs producing general anesthesia are called general anesthetics. General anesthetics bring about descending depression of the central nervous system, starting with cerebral cortex, the basal ganglia, the cerebellum, and finally the spinal cord. They are used to block the pain signals traveling through the nervous system. Let us see the classification of the general anesthetics. General anesthetics majorly classified into three types based on their route of administration. These are inhalation anesthetics, intravenous anesthetics and basal anesthetics. Coming to the first category, inhalation anesthetics. Inhalation anesthetics could be either volatile liquids or gases and they are administered through inhalation process. They are categorized as gases, nitrous oxide, gases under the category of the gases, nitrous oxide, N2O, cyclopropane and xenon. Liquids, under the liquids, ethers, halogenated hydrocarbons. Ethers examples diethyl ether, divinyl ether. Halogenated hydrocarbons example chloroform, halothane. And third category is halogenated ethers. These are further categorized into two types. Chlorine, fluorine substituted analogues. These are more lipid soluble derivatives. And drug examples like enflurane, isoflurane, methoxyflurane. Only fluorine substituted analogues. These are less lipid soluble drugs. Examples desflurane, sevoflurane. Coming to the second category, intravenous anesthetics. These agents causes unconsciousness when administered parenteral route. The drugs comes under this category are barbiturates and non-barbiturates. Barbiturates drug examples thiopental sodium, methohexital sodium, thymolol sodium. Non-barbiturates drug examples propofol, etomidate, ketamine hydrochloride. Let us see one by one the drugs which are present in PCI syllabus. First and foremost important drug is halothane. This is the structure of the halothane. Coming to the IUPAC name of halothane, this is the first carbon atom, this is the second carbon atom, and at the second position bromo group is substituted here, 2 bromo. The second position chloro group also substituted, that's why 2 chloro. The first carbon atom is substituted with 3 fluorine atoms, 1 2 3, totally 3 fluorine atoms are present, that's why 1 1 1 trifluoro, 2 carbon atoms are there, that's why we can call as ethane. 2 bromo, 2 chloro, 1 1 1 trifluoroethane is the IUPAC name for halothane, important structure for the examinations. Next structures under inhalation anesthetics, enflurane. Enflurane, let us see the IUPAC name, and this is the first carbon atom, this is the second carbon atom, and second carbon atom substituted with the chloro group, 2 chloro. The first carbon atom it is attached with the fluorine atoms 1 1 and 2. At the second position also fluoro group is present, that's why 1 1 2 trifluoro, totally 3 fluorine atoms are substituted and 2 carbon atoms are indicated as ethyl and 2 fluorine atoms are substituted, and here this is the first carbon atom of the ether and this is difluoro, and totally 2 fluorine atoms are substituted after the bridge oxygen, so difluoro, methyl, and only 1 carbon atom that indicated as methyl, and it is an ether. Ether means ROR. This is ROR. So this is ether form. Next, coming to the isoflurane, like enflurane. Coming to the isoflurane IUPAC name, this is a chlorine atom attached at first carbon atom 1 chloro. The second carbon atom is attached with fluorine atoms, 3 fluorine atoms, 1 2 and 3 fluorine atoms, 2 2 trifluoro, 2 carbon atoms are indicated as ethyl, and this fluorine atom indicated as difluoro, and this is the methyl, and it is in a ether form, ROR form. Then coming to methoxyfluorine, and here 2 2 dichloro, this is first carbon atom, this is the second carbon atom, 2 2 dichloro, 1 1 difluoro, first position attached with 2 fluorine atoms, and it is ethyl. This is this carbon atom indicated as methyl, and this is the ether. So this is methoxyfluorine. Next, coming to the only fluorine substituted analogues, these are less lipid soluble analogues, example desflurane and sevoflurane. Coming to the structure of desflurane, IUPAC name 1 2 2 tetrafluoro, totally 4 fluorine atoms are attached at first and second positions of the carbon atom, so totally 4 fluorine atoms are present, tetrafluoro, and these are attached to 2 carbon atoms, that's why ethyl. Difluoro, to this carbon atom 2 fluorine atoms are attached here, difluoro methyl ether. This is desflurane. Next, coming to the sevoflurane, and here 1 1 3 3 hexafluoro, totally 6 fluorine atoms are attached here, 1 and 2 and 3 carbon atoms are there, and to these 3 carbon atoms and the first carbon atom, third carbon atom are attached with 6 fluoro atoms, that's why 1 1 3 3 hexafluoro, and to the second position, this second position fluoromethoxy group is present, this is fluoro, and this carbon atom as indicated as methoxy, fluoromethoxy, totally 3 carbon atoms are present, that's why it is in a propane. This is the structure of sevoflurane. Let us see the intravenous anesthetic agents, structures and their IUPAC names. Intravenous anesthetics causes unconsciousness when administered parenteral route. These are categorized into two types, barbiturates, non-barbiturates. Coming to the first structure, that is the thiopental. And coming to the IUPAC name, 5-ethyl. This is fifth position, and from here we have to give the numbering 1. This is the second position, and third position, fourth position, fifth and sixth position. So here it is at the fifth position, ethyl moiety is there, and this corner indicates one of the carbon atom. Two carbon atoms are there, that's why ethyl. And fifth position, again attached one more side chain, that is 1-methyl butyl, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally 4 carbon atoms are there. So butyl, the first position it is attached with the methyl group, 1-methyl butyl, 2 thiobarbiturate. The second position, sulfur moiety is there. Sulfur moiety indicated as thio, and the structure it is known as barbiturate structure. Next, coming to the methohexital structure. This is the structure of the methohexital. Coming to the IUPAC name, and the fifth position it is attached with the hex 3-2-yl. So let us give the numbering, and this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the sixth position. And at the fifth position we can observe hex 3-2-yl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 carbon atoms are there. So these carbon atoms are indicated as hex. And at the third position, triple bond is there, that is oil, and 2-yl. Second position, the substitution is there, that's why it is indicated as 2-yl. And again the first position it is nitrogen is substituted with methyl moiety, 1-methyl. And fifth position again attached with the prop, 3 carbon atom structure, side chain, 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms are there, prop, 2-ene-yl. At the second position it is attached, it is having double bond, 2-ene, and it is attached with the barbiturate nucleus, that's why indicated as I. And 1-3 diazine. So first position and third position having the 2 nitrogen atoms indicated as diazine, and second, fifth, not fifth, fourth, second, fourth position, sixth position, C double bond groups are there. That groups are indicated as 2, 4, 6 trione. This is the IUPAC name of methohexital. Next one is thimalol sodium. This is the structure of the thimalol sodium. Then coming to this IUPAC name, and as usual numbering 1, and this is the fifth position, and this is the sixth position, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. Likewise we have to give the numbering. And fifth position, pentane-2-yl. So the fifth position, the side chain it is pentane, and it is attached to the basic moiety at the second position 2-yl, and again fifth position it is attached with prop 2-ene-1-yl. So this is the fifth position, prop E2-yl side chain, and 2-sulfonylidene dihydropyrimidine. So second position having sulfur moiety, that's why 2-sulfonylidene, and it is in a dihydropyrimidine. The basic nucleus here it is pyrimidine basic nucleus, and 4-6. This is the fourth position, fourth and sixth position having the 2 C double bond groups, and these groups fourth position and sixth position groups, and these are having 1H and 5H. This first position and fifth position of the nitrogen atoms are attached with the hydrogen, that's why 1H 5H dione. 5-pentan-2-yl, 5-prop 2-ene-1-yl, sulfonylidene dihydropyrimidine, 4-6, 1H 5H dione. Next coming to the propofol. Propofol structure. This is the structure of the propofol. Then here IUPAC name. This is the first position to the phenyl moiety, to the hydroxyl group attached carbon atom. We have to give the first number 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4, 5, and 6th carbon atom. To the 2nd and 6th positions, two similar moieties are attached. This similar moieties are isopropyl moieties. So two isopropyl moieties are present. So it is a diisopropyl. The basic moiety, it is the phenol basic nucleus, phenol. This is the propofol. Next, coming to the structure, etomidate structure. This is the structure of the etomidate. Coming to the IUPAC name, it is attached with the ethyl. This is the structure of the ethyl side chain, and first position, it is having the alpha methyl benzyl. This is a basic moiety, imidazole basic moiety. This is the first atom, and to the first atom it is attached with the methyl substitution, this position alpha methyl, and it is the benzyl substitution, benzyl. The basic moiety is imidazole basic moiety, and to the imidazole we have to give the numbering like this: 2, 3 and 4, 5. This fifth position attached with the carboxylate moiety. This remaining structure is known as carboxylate moiety. This is the structure of etomidate. Ethyl 1, alpha methyl, benzyl, imidazole 5, carboxylate. Next important structure, that is dissociative anesthetic agent. One of the example, ketamine, and it is available as hydrochloride form. Coming to the IUPAC name of ketamine, the second position, it is attached with 2-chlorophenyl. The second position, this is the first position of the substitution, this is the second position, and third and so on. So 2-chlorophenyl moiety is attached here. Then coming to the next part, remaining side chain, at the second position it is attached with the methyl amino group. This cyclohexanone, this is the first position, this is the second position, third, fourth and so on. At the second position it is attached with methyl amino group, and the basic nucleus, it is known as cyclohexanone. This is the structure of ketamine, and it is available, generally it is available as hydrochloride, ketamine HCl, ketamine hydrochloride form. Next, coming to the last category, basal anesthetic agents. These are not present in PCI syllabus. Let us see what are basal anesthetic agents. These are the agents which include the state of unconsciousness, but the depth of unconsciousness is not enough for the surgical procedure. They are often used to induce the basal anesthesia before the administration of the inhalation anesthetics. Drugs used as basal anesthetics are fentanyl citrate, paraldehyde, tribromoethanol. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and like and share to your friends. Thank you one and all. Thank you for watching.